Inquisition with Nightmare difficulty. We are back to Skyhold, and we will be going to the war room and follow up with Eliana about the fate of Magister that was trapped in somehow the shield or something. And there are also reports coming in. Search for the hack writer. I regret to inform you that Magistrate Camring was discovered dead in his home this morning in what the guards believe was a grisly reenactment of a scene from some penny dreadful called Hard in Hightown. I do not know what the interest the Inquisition had in the matter, nor do I want to know. Best wishes, Viscount Bran. Hard in Hightown and Savary Parallels. What's this? An operation. Any updates on completed? Okay, a copy of Hard in Hightown is open at the table. Javelin was waiting outside the captain's office when Don and the sunk outside defeated. We're not getting our warrant, are we? Javelin looked almost relieved. No. Donen met his partner's eyes. The kid was barely 20 and looked like he walked straight to the Kirkwall barracks from somebody's potato farm. Taller and broader than the other guards, Javelin slouched.
It was abandoned when we arrived. Who named this place Skyhold?
Solus says it changed hands so many times, the original builders can't be traced. I read the House of Armitage once built a fortress in the vicinity 5 ages ago, but the records are lost.
Okay. Good to know. Javelin slouched as if he didn't know how to fit into his own limbs, as if he thought he should be smaller. Hunched over in his brand new too large armor, he looked like a child playing being a guard. He was too green for a murder investigation. Maybe it's for the best, Javelin said, almost speaking Donan's thought out loud. You're on your way out of the guard, and I'm... He trailed off. Then sigh. Questioning nobles in the middle of the night wasn't covered in training. Donan glared at the kid. I am city guard, and so are you. Recruit, nobody gets away with the murder. Javelin stood a little straighter. What do we do then? The captain wants proof. Donan smiled. We bring her proofs. Lenana has written on a note in the margin. The dead magistrate. Attempt to implicate Varric. Why and in what? If an assassin killed the magistrate, a word to the crows might tell us who it was. They watch rivals carefully. We should support the official Kirkwall investigation into this murder. Diana, you have so many missions that are so important, but you are so busy. Locate weapon of Zelda Bright Axe. 19 hours. Well, maybe you can do this, Josephine. Sister Dorcas has its distant ties to its virulent nobility. There are nobles who would happily gain favor with Arliman by helping her. I found the information covered by Atharda Bright Axe fascinating. Many believe the Avar, unsophisticated barbarians with no culture were studying, but do assume the same of us. The rich oral tradition of Avar has been largely lost, leaving only these rune-marked fragments. Nevertheless, these confirm that we have heard in stories that Atharda pulled her tribe away from a would-be warlord and chose a hard life in the mountains for uncertain reasons. Excuse me. It is fortunate that she did, for had the Avar remained, the ancient Alamari might have pushed north and attracted the attention of the Nerominian tribes that would one day form the Tivintir Imperium. Had that happened, it is unlikely the Alamari would have survived to become Ferelden as we know it. Based on marker runes left at each of these locations, I may be able to find the site where Theda's legendary axe is located, a crystal-headed axe. Okay. Said to burn with flame would be a fascinating find indeed, if the Inquisition will finance my expedition. The Avar tribes are not friendly. My scouts can get Sister Dorcas in and out of the mountains safely. If it's worth our time, I can provide this scholar with soldiers to protect her.
At your
Josephine, to
service.
do that for me. Now let us inform. Wait for a while. Let us inform Leliana of the situation of the magistrate. Any update, Josephine?
Inquisitor, I must speak with you.
What is it?
I must explain something first about the Montillier's fortunes. My family made their fortune as traders in Antiva until a scandal exiled us from Orlais some ages ago. It devastated our finances. The Montillier's have, in fact, been in debt for over 100 years.
You didn't seem poverty stricken. I'm not giving you a loan. I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Debt or no, you appear to be surviving.
That isn't enough. A disaster could wipe us out completely. For generations, we've done everything to keep creditors at bay. Sold our lands to stave off interest. It is infuriating to see my family still reduced to this. I'm to become head of our house. If I sell any more of our land, my family will become destitute. That cannot be my legacy to them.
Most people worry about their next meal, never mind an estate.
I'm not blind, but I worry for my family. My foolish sister Yvette with her daydreams. My brothers trying to rebuild our fleet with their own hands. Is it wrong to hope they never know hardship?
Is there anything I can do?
I'd almost solved our problems. For a while. I negotiated a chance to reinstate the Montillier's as landed traders in Orlais. We could rebuild with that. But when I dispatched paperwork to Val Royaux, I've just learned my carriers were murdered. And the documents restoring my family's trading status destroyed.
Who hates the Montillier's enough to do that?
Leliana made inquiries that bore success. Comte Boisvert, a nobleman in Val Royaux, claims to know who killed my messengers. He has a request that you come when I meet him, so he's seen publicly conferring with you.
What will being seen with me gain the Comte?
The Comte will drop hints at parties he's to meet with an important visitor. Allies and rivals will take note. Once he's met you, there will be speculation. The Comte will subtly spin reports to his advantage. He will use us. But if he knows who killed my people, I ask that we indulge him.
If that's what it takes to get to the bottom of this, I'll meet this Comte with you.
Thank you, Inquisitor. It means... you are too kind. I must know who killed my couriers just to harm my family.
Sure, Josephine. I will go. Listen.
Inquisitor.
What is your evaluation of how we're doing?
Adequate, based on a partial improvements to Skyhold. Goodbye, Inquisitor.
Yes, goodbye.
Leliana responded to the Inquisition to investigate all business.
The reports from our agents at the shrine are intriguing. You were correct. Once Calpurnia becomes the vessel, she will lose her freedom. We are interrogating this Magister Erasthenes. We may learn more from him. Be gentle, Leliana. He's suffered enough.
He'll be as comfortable as possible, given the circumstances.
Corypheus's notes mention a place where regret dwells. That is more of a mystery. Until the notes are deciphered, I intend rumors of the binding ritual to reach Calpurnia's ears.
Until the notes are deciphered, I intend rumors of the binding ritual to reach Calpurnia's ears. Keep watching the shrine.
Now we've done the hard work, Calpurnia might investigate the shrine herself. Scouts are posted, but she has yet to appear. Breaching his sanctum might give Corypheus pause. Yet Calpurnia is silent, as are her agents. We have given her something to think about. Yes? I'll leave you to your wife.
Oh, I reached level 14. Very good. Successfully performing an ability combo earns additional focus for the party.
Fancy meeting you here.
I should go.
Try not to die. I would notice you were gone.
Really? Solas. You want to paint the whole hall?
What can I do for you?
Goodbye.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
I need to speak to Commander Colin.
Inquisitor.
Axe of the Dragon Hunter. Superb corrupting rune.
Inquisitor.
How is business?
How are you doing? Good business?
Building. Always building. Thanks to you.
I know that already. What is this one?
Good fortune, Inquisitor.
Oh wait, I need to sell.
Yes, Inquisitor. How will you choose?
Need to sell some useless imbued resolute club. Not even leader. Stylish bow. Exacting bow. Aggressive bow. Jagged battle axe. Barbarian lead cleaver. Warlord. Bandit tower. Snake blade. Enchanter lightning staff. Enchanter coat. Reinforce enchanter armor. How about valuables? Very good. Now let's go to Commander Colin.
Inquisitor?
Is there anything I should know?
Sarah brought me a piece of cake. She thought I looked hungry.
Why are you telling me this?
Because it was either an act of kindness or a trap. I was hoping you knew which.
Is there anything I should know?
I believe Dagna has settled in well. She's certainly very cheerful.
Is that a bad thing?
I'm concerned she'll cheerfully blow up Skyhold with one of her experiments. The risk is small at present.
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
That's all for now.
Another time, then.
Can I like not die? Alright, meet Josephine. Return to Sarah about talk about the march. Okay.
Inquisitor.
Just very much.
What a wine.
If you say so. Of course. Right. That's why. I suppose you're right. It's just what I heard.
We were set to lose how many? And the charges blew through and saved the lot.
Could be better.
Sarah.
I'll take their help over.
I hear Vashel was good pay for you, Inquisitor. Time to go see if my friends came through too. Got a location for a stash. Hopefully something nice for my trouble. Well, your trouble. Just let me know when you're ready to head out. Be sure to bring your empty pockets.
Who's putting up the reward for this?
Don't know. Sometimes it's pass the hat. Sometimes it's I lifted this from Master's vault. Doesn't matter, does it? Job done. Time to get what we're owed.
Let's go now.
I'm ready if you are.
Always, yeah. My favorite part, this. Let's go see what friends can get us.
We need to have Dorian. Oh, where is this one?
Wait, this is weird.
What?
I was expecting a village or something. The people that leave me stuff don't trek out to places like this. Give me a city and I'll give you a tour, but surprise, surprise, I don't know stupid woods or ruins. What's that?
Don't hurt me. Harmond made me do it.
What's your name and why are you here?
He made me come. Said I had to lead him to her because I said things. It was just bar talk.
This was supposed to be a simple drop. What's going on?
You're her. You're the one he's waiting for. It's her. She's here. Red Jenny.
What is going on? Are you stupid? Mercenary and Verek. You do a full withdraw for that one, and you do a full withdraw with that one. You do a firewall. Can you grab her? No, you can't. Seems you can't. Well. So leap shot. And you do full withdraw, leap shot also. And you do horror.
Started it.
What? the one talking.
There. That wasn't so hard, was it? We identified the confusion, and we worked past it. I'm Lord Pelharmond. I do hope, Inquisitor, that you continue to respond to reason. After all, your choice of company is hardly virtuous.
Freaking user, you are. Another noble prick who punches down.
We're the same, you and I. Well, that is overstating it. You are nothing like me. But we both need people.
You want to talk now, but Sarah's my ally. You attacked her friends.
Come now. You know how much her meddling cost me? Because apparently you were complicit. Honestly, previous to this very moment, I thought you'd also been tricked by these red jennies. You're of noble birth, and as Inquisitor, you are more than a peer. I attacked them on behalf of us both.
Arse biscuit.
Quiet. Inquisitor, Herald, I don't want to be your enemy. I'm barely invested in being hers. If you are willing to recognize an opportunity, we could be exceptional partners.
You were up to something in the shell, Harmond. What was it?
If you mean bettering my wealth and position, I'm always seeking that.
By getting people hurt?
Lady Shell Morveau and I were jockeying for the land south of Vershel. To claim land, you must populate it. My people encouraged hers to leave. Her people answered in kind, etc. Really, it was all terribly standard displacement until your troops seemed to change the balance. Well played.
Stop talking to him. Really, just stop it.
The servants you killed, they did nothing except talk about what was going on.
You killed my contacts. My friends.
That is entirely true.
Well, that should be that then.
You're the one who empowered them, made their complaints a threat. Perhaps you should have warned them about talking to you.
Tell the snot splash no already. Not saying again.
Nothing is free. What do you expect from the Inquisition?
Access, Inquisitor. Your diplomat is wisely selected.
Josie has better taste than him, yeah?
Lady Montillier knows a wise acquisition. Or perhaps can be made to see one.
3, 2, freaking done!
Now what was the point of that?
Mother puss-bucket, friggin' bastard, shite-bag, piss-face! You think you lop-eared son of an arse-nut, rot-suck piece of...
Sarah!
What?
What are you doing? He might have been useful.
You don't listen to his type. They get in your head.
I decide that. Do you understand?
Loud and clear, yeah. Clearer than it's been. Friends, Inquisitor. Better than his lot any day.
That was too bad. Sarah killed.
What? What do you want? Because I'm still angry. Angry face. And you should thank me for stomping the smile off that arse. He was getting in your head.
I don't tolerate people questioning my decisions.
But that was just...
I don't want to hear it. I'm leading too many people to put up with this.
You are bloody lucky you're still on my good side. Because something.
I need all the help I can get, but consider this a warning.
Well, understood. Hop to and all that. If you need me, I'll be waiting for some barking arse to give me orders. So hard to get. Stupid. Everyone.
He's so annoying, but he's real attentive.
From Haven Fire come we, the able true, to Skyhold.
Rick, Cassandra, and who is more useful? Vivian. Alright, where are we going? On top. Alright.
Good morrow, La Royale.
I've no beef with the Inquisition, but you will not station here.
They'll appoint a new divine soon. One will make you stand up for us instead of protecting your own.
Or something you need.
Josephine.
Oh, yes.
Do you know where this noble wanted to meet us?
I do. The Comte Poivers invited us to his mansion, not far from here. I pray he clears up the deaths of my messengers, as promised.
Lead the way.
Welcome, my friend.
Thank you for seeing us, Comte Poivers.
The honor is mine. Please, sit. It's an honor to assist two such distinguished guests.
We appreciate your help, Comte.
The death of Lady Montily's servants must weigh heavily on you. Have you heard of the House of Repose?
The Assassin's League?
My contacts obtained a copy of a document in the archive. Contract for a life.
The House of Repose is hereby sworn to eliminate anyone attempting to overturn the Montiliers' trading exile in Orlais.
Who's sending these assassins?
The contract was signed by a noble family. The Du Paraquets.
But the Du Paraquets died out as a noble line over 60 years ago.
Indeed. But the contract was signed 109 years ago.
How can a family try to kill you after they died out?
The Du Paraquets were our rivals. They drove the Montiliers from Val Royal. This contract was drawn up over 100 years ago, but it wasn't invoked until I tried to overturn my family's exile.
Unpleasant though it may be, the House of Repose is merely fulfilling its contractual duties.
If the people who wanted your family dead are gone, why are the assassins still after you?
A contract is a contract, Inquisitor. Our Legion businesses live and die by their reputations. The entire guild's welfare would be endangered if an agreement was tossed aside on a whim of time or fate.
She's quite right, Your Worship. The House of Repose is doing what it feels necessary, by its standards.
I assume you have a thought or two on this, Josephine?
The Du Paraquets still have descendants under the common branch. If we elevate them to nobility, a Du Paraquet could annul the contract on my life.
That will take time, Lady Montilyet. Time during which the House of Repose will be obliged to hunt you.
Will they now? You are exceedingly well informed. You're not to have said you'd heard rumors, at best.
A bit of subterfuge. This contract on your life is an ugly business. One the House of Repose deeply regrets. But this is Orlais. Even an assassin's word is his bond.
Does Comte Boisvert actually exist?
Absolutely. The Comte's offer to reveal the killers of Lady Montily's messengers was genuine. So was his information somehow. An end to be tied up later.
The House of Repose has some nerve sending a killer to greet us.
Hardly anyone in the League isn't trained for this, Inquisitor. The contract on Lady Montily's life is so unusual, we felt the courtesy of an explanation was in order.
It is appreciated, monsieur.
Your idea to seek out the Du Paraquet to revoke our orders is an interesting one. I wish you luck. I did not come to shed blood today, Inquisitor. Only to speak. Might I pass?
Why the warning?
Why warn us about your contract and let us go?
In Orlais, it is only decent to inform those involved in a contract when extraordinary circumstances conspire.
And the guild's reputation would suffer if you ignored the contract. I quite understand.
Thank you, Marie. May we conclude with my departure?
You're dead. Should I attack you or should you be dead? So let's see. Well, since you lead us unharmed, you can go.
Go then.
Good day, your worship. My lady, I pray we never meet again.
This is your game.
Well, I didn't think our meeting would end like this.
We'll deal with these assassins.
I have some thoughts. Let's discuss them back at Skyhold. I'll feel safer with the castle's walls around me.
Do you hear something?
Oh, goodness. Comte Poivre, is that you? Oh, the lock's been broken off. We'll find a saw. I realize the cabinet is quite valuable, Comte, but surely... A locksmith, then? As you wish.
What are you doing? So we have 3 rooms. There's nothing here. Okay, should I smash that? Return to Skyhold and speak with Josephine. Okay, let's go to Skyhold.
Committed to independence.
He spent his life in the circle. Perhaps a tailored coat from Valrayo? He can't wear armor all the time.
He will appreciate the gesture, Lady Ambassador.
That's a polite way of saying he wouldn't like it, isn't it? I'm so sorry, Inquisitor. I never thought my family's trading status would trap us in an assassin's plot.
Between our soldiers and spies, Skyhold's safer than anywhere else in Thedas.
Yet the problem persists. I've tracked down the last two paraquets. If they become gentry, they can annul the contract on my life. We'll require a noble from Val Royaux to sponsor them, a judge to provide documents, a minister to ratify them.
It's so like you to take the longest course of action, even when your life is at stake.
I assume you already know everything about this mess.
There is a faster way, Josephine. The original contract on your life is in the vaults of the House of Repose. If my agents infiltrate it and destroy the original, the assassin will have no obligation to chase you.
Liliana, please. I want no more bloodshed over a personal affair.
Don't be so stubborn, Josie. How long will it take you to gather these favors in Val Royeaux?
Give me some time to think this over.
I'll post a watch on our ambassador in case the House of Repose visits.
I appreciate it, but I still believe elevating the deux paraquets will solve this. First, we need to perform some favors in Val Royeaux. I'd be happy to discuss where we could begin.
Destroying how to...
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
Let's speak later.
Farewell.
Oh, I forgot. You are 19 hours. You still have a task good for 19 hours. So okay, it walks what an ally in Crestwood. Crestwood tunnel seal. Where's the tunnel? Okay, we need to go to and seal the dark spawn. I need you, black wall. Barrick. Vivian. Alright, alright.
forza.
Where is the first? It's behind. It's in the shore. Come. Black hole, do you have abilities that you need to spend? Oh, you have a line in the sand. Very cool. You don't flinch, don't blink, and don't back down. Enemies that hit you with melee attacks are staggered by recoil. You stand all the stronger to finish the fight. Any maximum to maximum guard. Do you have that? You're a battle master though. No, oh, you go. You go. Assign this one. This is so. Is there a combat roll? The grapple on you to there so that you're really seeing, and your war cry should be here, and your shield wall be assigned there. Oh no, there. And your other abilities like this one should be there.
Been a long time since I was at sea.
Say goodnight.
Darkspawn above ground. Just what we needed. Kirkwall was filled with refugees during the Blight, trying to flee the chaos back in Ferelden.
That's the end of that.
Where can we see it? Just a moment. I need to get a light. Get a light. selling. Let's seal the other one. To get out of this cave and search for the cave. Wait, Blackpool, what's your sword? $72. Stagger on hit. Yeah, this one. How about your shield? Really good. You need to get inside the cave. Blackpool, you're ahead of me. good. Light. Better light. Very nice. We have lots of schematics. Let's go to the Hysarian camp. Killed everyone with the Hysarian, sorry. That was a mistake that I killed. The outcome must have been different. I was so war freak. I was so warmonger.
wish we had more proper chevaliers in the Inquisition and fewer low-life thugs.
No matter how much you pretend I'm furniture, I'm still a person with ears that can hear you.
You recognize yourself there? Good.
Stop. Enough armor, not I need guard. I was going to lock black hole. Can I hide the damage of, because I don't damage receive floating, damage stealth control captain, because I don't know to look at the damage is is this spindle? I can't grapple the boat, which is much lighter than human, but I can grapple as long as she hits something, she can spend forever. This one gives so much. Grapple by foot, which is stupid. I can grapple a human being, a full-size human being, and I can't grapple a foot. You are not unconscious. You are still speaking?
do have to admire you for your poise.
Yes, I imagine you do.
And I look forward to the day when that veneer crumbles.
Let's see, what other let's try to go here. Let's see if we can open this up already. Come here. You're supposed to be I don't know how to open that one. I guess there is no more quest. Salvage Inquisition at the coast. Meet Hawk's Bark has a friend named Hawk who fought Coryphus once before, and how fierce Grey Wardens are under the influence of the ancient dark spawn. Hawk has a warden contact who may be able to say more. Unlock the final door. Hissing Waste. Okay, hold on, I need to pee. we are back, and where should we go? Quest of 1 of 13 gives a range. Let's go to Crestwood first and meet Hawk's Warden ally. Excuse me.
Good to see you safe, Inquisitor. We've got trouble ahead.
I bet. If you're worried, what is it?
Are the Venatori causing trouble?
There's a few up in the hills, but for once, they're not our biggest problem.
What is?
Crestwood was the site of a flood 10 years ago during the Blight. It's not the only rift in the area, but after it appeared, corpses started walking out of the lake. You'll have to fight through them to get to the cave where Sir Hawk's Grey Warden friend is hiding.
Are you safe here? Thanks for the warning.
I wish we could get better acquainted, Harding, when the dead aren't rising around us, perhaps.
The world would crumble to dust before you ran out of ills to fight. Maybe someone in Crestwood can tell you how to get to the rift in the lake. Maker knows they'll want help. Good luck, and please be safe.
This might interest you, sir. What is it? This may be worthwhile.
It has been proposed that the Inquisition combat ground plans from allowing scribes to create high quality books stealing the truths of the Herald of Vandaste. Buffalo hide, 5 Imbrian. Skyhold Garden. Templar Lyrium Filter. Dragon Blood Distillation. It is unknown why Dragon Blood transforms as it does, because the answer requires a knowledge of forbidden magic and dragons that hasn't existed since the early days of Winter. And even was a guarded secret, all the sons said that Dragon Blood is a source of divine power to those willing and strong enough to embrace its dangers. Very good. Skyhold Garden. Templar Lyrium. Oh, what else do you have there?
I've news, sir.
What is it?
What is it? Could prove useful, sir.
Kizaran longbows. Truffalo hide. We need to head to there. Here, this and dead. Let's go here first. Coal. Door.
There must be a way to get to the rift in the lake.
Yes, preferably without drowning.
It sounds different. The water changes the song.
Okay. Why are you not cold? There's a sack here. Maybe we can do something. Oh, that's the old first. Let's see. The Inquisitor has arrived.
The Grey Wardens thank you for your aid, Inquisitor.
Why are you here?
What are you doing in Crestwood?
A warden named Stroud is wanted for questioning. We heard he'd passed through here, but the villagers knew nothing. They have troubles enough.
What have you been told about this rogue warden?
Warden Commander Clarell ordered his capture. I can say no more than that. I hope Sir Stroud comes with us peacefully. I trained under him for a time. He's a good man, I'm sure of that.
Will you stay to fight the undead here?
My orders forbid it. Crestwood was only a detour. If the Inquisition can help, I beg you to do what you can. The villagers have already lost too many.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Sir, are you sure we can't help the village?
Our orders are clear. If we can't find Warden Stroud, we return to the commander with all haste.
Still don't feel right.
I know, but if I judge our orders rightly, harder decision to wait.
None of those wardens mentioned a new leader. I don't think they're part of Corypheus' plot to seize the Order.
They didn't strike me as excellent actors, no.
I hope Hawke's warden friend has answers for us.
Here, Bruna. Okay, and village. Crest.
Did you see how the Grey Wardens saved me from those corpses? They're amazing. I'm going to see if they're looking for recruits.
Join Wardens.
Joining the Grey Wardens is not a good idea.
You're the Inquisitor. But yes, the Wardens are heroes. They saved me from those demons, your worship. With all that's happening, I'd like to help people the same way.
By joining the Grey Wardens, you can't think of something less lethal?
Find another way to help people. The Wardens have problems of their own right now.
Yes, Your Worship. I'm sure there's something else I can do to help.
Don't interfere, Black Wall. What's happening here? Let's check this out. Let's check this out first.
Undead by the gates. The guards need help.
How many did we lose? No one this time. Did you see? The corpses are coming from where old Crestwood used to be.
The amount of people we lost back during the Blight. Surprised.
Where are you?
Why doesn't Judith live in the village while this is going on? Make her, if something happens.
Are you looking for someone named Judith?
Oh, was I speaking out loud? Judith lives outside the village. I asked her to hide here when the undead came, but she wouldn't hear it.
Why wouldn't she hide where it's safer?
Likes her space, she says. I told Judith my house was big enough. Me and the boy could sleep in the barn if she wanted room. She turned me down.
Good day to you.
And to you.
Crestwood is finished. Sooner I get away, the better off I'll be.
What's going on with you? Are you crazy? You're just staring in the door.
Harvest will be poor. It's not safe to work the fields.
What does it matter? There's no one to sell to. No merchant comes through here anymore. And with the mule dead, I can't take the cart to market.
Dead? What happened?
What do you think? Those things broke into our barn and ripped poor Marigold apart. We heard her screams, but there was nothing we could do from inside the house.
Incidentally, Cassandra, I'm well aware you lied to me.
I lied to you?
When you said the Mage Rebellion was beyond the power of the Seekers to control. I've since heard your order could have prevented it, but instead led the Templars into war once it started.
It is why I left the order, yes.
Knee-jerk defense of your former comrades. I quite understand.
Don't worry, I will find a way to stop this. Crumpled letter, written by a quick hand. From everything you told me, you must get out of Crestwood as soon as you can. I know it's dangerous, but I fear you'll have no chance at all if you don't attempt the trip. My father said that taking Dead Man's Pass will guide you safely past those filthy highwaymen. If you come at dusk, filthy highwaymen, you should be able to avoid the wolves too. Hurry, my love. Sin.
Good day. As good as it gets these days, anyway.
Are you the mayor? Who should I talk to?
I tell you, I saw him. The necklace his mother gave him is still around his neck. It's my son. My boy.
It's a demon in his body. His son's been dead for 10 years, Liam.
Oh, Maker. Help me.
Is there anything that you sell in this village? I would like to buy.
Board up the windows, bring the animals into the barn. What else?
What are you talking about? What is this?
Are the corpses still out? Find your own shelter. Maker, it's the end of the world.
Please! May I could use your assistance.
What? You're just juggling with your hands, ain't you? What is going on? People here are going crazy. Mayor's house. Mayor? The Inquisitor is hell.
The Inquisitor? Oh, Mayor Dedrick of Crestwood Village. At your service, despite everything. Are you here to stop the undead?
We should. We could. Everyone here is so scared.
I should go. Can I get to that fate?
The undead are appearing because of a rift in the Fade. How can I get to it?
The light in the lake? It's coming from the caves below Old Crestwood. Darkspawn flooded it 10 years ago during the Blight. Wiped out the village, killing the refugees we took in.
I saw a dam. If we use it to drain the lake, I can get to that Fade rift.
Drain the... There must be some other way.
We are trying to help. The Inquisitor is the only one who can close the rifts.
You'd have to evict the bandits in the old fort to use the dam. I can't ask you to risk your life.
Please let me help. I'll be fine.
You're risking the village's safety if you spurn my help. Or is someone else coming?
But... No, they aren't. This key unlocks the gate to the dam controls past the fort. The rift must be in the caves under Old Crestwood. But, Inquisitor, I would not linger there.
Tell me about your village.
It's seen happier days. We farm what we can, trade with the merchants who travel the King's Road. We only want peace, your worship. It's all we've ever wanted.
What can you tell me about the bandits camped in the fort?
The highwaymen? Thugs and thieves. They make a living raiding caravans on the King's Road. When the dead rose from the lake, the bandits killed the old gamekeeper and the fort and took it for themselves. We could have saved people if we'd been able to hide there instead of in our homes.
I'm surprised a town as small as Crestwood outlasted the Blight.
It was a close thing. The Darkspawn followed a band of refugees running from the Blight. Some of the refugees they were very ill. But we took them in. They perished when the Darkspawn flooded Old Crestwood.
How did Darkspawn manage that?
They found the dam's controls, wrecked them. All I remember is the refugees and villagers screaming as they drowned. And now, they return to us.
Until later.
Of course.
The Underfells. The Underfells are a land of shocking extremes. It is the most desolate place in all the world. For two blights have left great expanses of the steppes so completely devoid of life that corpses cannot even decay there. No insect or grub will ever reach them. It is a land filled with wonders like the Mildane, with its gigantic white statue of Our Lady carved into its face. Her hands outstretched and bearing an eternal flame, or a worship fortress, with its walls of living rock towering over the desolate plains below. The Anders too are a people of extremes, the most devout priests and the most deadly soldiers, the poorest nation in the world and the most feared. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, Travels of a Shanty Scholar by Brother Genitivia. We should go here. Stick to the mission first. Is there any way? Are you Jana?
I swear I'll avoid the Warden's Inquisitor. Thank you for the warning.
Message board. The board has several papers and scraps of the paper printed. No one is to approach the dragon again. I have sent messages to the capital. We must wait for them to arrive. Meanwhile, we will dredge the lake for any sign of Henry at first light. One of my limbs went missing. Stripe on front right hook disappeared. Yes, evening in the afternoon. If anyone spots Eddie, send it for me. Don't let her sweet talk you into any finance. She knows what she did. Need rake? I will lend you one for 5 coppers. Come see me. I also have Wedging. It's very good, but it needs rep. You can have it, just come take it away from my bring wheels. Someone has called card and return to the rock. I leave the mark of the Inquisition here. Memory of the drowned. On the 8th day of Blueningside, and we fought the 5th blight. We remember the night that the dam broke open, drowning the Darkspawn in floodwater. We remember the cries of those swept away, our families and good neighbors. We remember refugees who took shelter with us, also lost in the dark. We give their souls to the Maker, beloved and lasting, guide them to his side.
You honor us, Inquisitor. I am Sister Vaughan. Does the mayor finally plan to drain the lake? I must find someone to retrieve the remains of those lost there.
Have I interrupted a funeral service?
We lost many friends in the first attack. But there will be endless time to mourn. The fear is how many more will be added to the pyre.
You want to exhume the corpses at the bottom of the lake?
They were the Maker's children. Their earthly bodies deserve better than abandonment in a Maya. A funeral service will help put living Mayans at ease.
Your devotion does you credit.
Seeker Pentacast. Forgive me. I did not expect to see the right hands of the Divine in our humble village.
Be at ease. We have too much to do to stand on rank.
Yes, Seeker. As you say.
What did you mean by finally drain the lake?
The undead returned, only after the light in the lake appeared. If we want to stop them, we must investigate. But the mayor sent no one at all. I fear he thinks that emptying the waters would unleash even more monsters on us.
Until later.
Farewell.
What's in here? An enchanter pot.
His right hand, and be forgiven.
There seems to be no way there, so let's pass through here. What are these? I hear a sound. What's in here? Scout the area. Going. Damn you, you fucking idiot. What the heck? I'm not supposed to die like that. Can't believe I died to those idiots. I'm going to kill them again. And this time I'll have no mercy. Small note, Hati. No wonder there's no food coming in on the road. I tried to go hunting this morning, but the undead are everywhere. I'll be safe, love. I'm going to fish out in the lake. I'll stay in deep water, where it's safe and far it's safe and far away from that green light. There'll be a basket of trout for me, Jenna. Apparently they are dead. Did it return? Do you think so? A rift. What do we have? So we have a wraith, another wraith, another wraith, a rage demon. What's this one? You throw that big ball of and you mark or no. Yes, you missed that. Hey, 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 why are you attacking that one? He's asleep, freaking asleep. And you, Dorian. Should have fear. Twin fangs. Launch attack. You should go here. Attack that one. did you grappling hook him? Sandal 2, feared, slowed, payback strike. Oh no. You revive. Cole. Cassandra. Payback him. need to get back. I'm so low in health. Can we fast travel? Keep out. Then how do I get in to the other side? I guess there's no way. Is there really no other way? Southern Journal. The bandits are just across the way, so I can keep an eye on those bathmen. I've managed to take back some of the supplies they stole from that traveling merchant. They didn't even see it coming, but I'm not afraid. If they want a fight, they can come and get it. Marking for the Inquisition, hidden cave. A wooden facade has been erected at the mouth of this cave, presumably to shield any occupants from the wet.
Your uncle misses you, Cassandra.
Picked that up from my head, did you?
No, he wrote you a letter. There was pain on the page.
Stop going into my quarters. How many times must I tell you?
Hey.
We don't have anything you want, so just keep on walking.
Who said that? Oh, you. You have something I want.
We don't have anything you want, so just keep on walking.
You are wrong. You have something I want.
Unnatural things walk in the night. It's the Maker punishing a sinful world. That's what I say.
Ooh, a master with material. Those enemies. Yes, they are. change the part with something. I'll have you Cassandra, Varric, and Black Wall.
Hawk's Grey Warden ally should be inside that cave. Glad you made it. I just got here myself. My contact with the wardens should be at the back of the cave.
A group of wardens were protecting a villager from corpses out near Crestwood.
They were likely hunting my friend. I'm glad they didn't come looking for people to help in here. They might well be good men, but they've been given bad orders.
Let's go.
It's just us. I brought the Inquisitor.
My name is Stroud, and I'm at your service, Inquisitor.
I'll take all the help I can get. I know the Wardens have troubles of their own. I wonder, though, might those troubles have anything to do with Corypheus?
I fear it is so. When my friend Hawke slew Corypheus, Weishaupt was happy to put the matter to rest. But an archdemon can survive wounds that seem fatal, and I feared Corypheus might possess the same power. My investigation uncovered clues, but no proof. Then, not long after, every warden in Orlais began to hear the calling.
Maker! Why didn't you tell me?
It was a Grey Warden matter. I was bound by an oath of secrecy.
Is the calling some sort of Grey Warden ritual?
The calling tells a warden that the Blight will soon claim him. Starts with dreams. Then come whispers in his head. The warden says his farewells and goes to the deep roads to meet his death in combat.
And every Grey Warden in Orlais is hearing that right now. They think they're dying.
Yes. Likely because of Corypheus. If the Wardens fall, who will stand against the next Blight? It is our greatest fear.
So Corypheus isn't controlling them. He's bluffing them with this calling. And they're falling for it.
Is the calling they're hearing real, or is Corypheus mimicking it somehow?
I know not. Even as a senior warden, I had heard only the vaguest whispers of Corypheus. The Wardens believe that this calling is real, and they will act accordingly. That is all we know for certain.
You said all the Wardens are hearing the calling. Does that include you? And also you, Blackwall?
Sadly, yes. It lurks like a wolf in the shadows around a campfire. The creature that makes this music has never known the love of the Maker, but at times, I almost understand it. We must uncover what Corypheus has done and end it. This cannot stand.
I do not fear the calling. And worrying about it only gives it power. Anything Corypheus does will only strengthen my resolve.
How can Corypheus make all these Wardens hear the calling?
I cannot say. We know little about him, save that he is dangerous. He is a Magister, as well as a Darkspawn, and speaks with the voice of the Blight. That lets him affect the minds of Wardens, since we are tied to the Blight ourselves. It must be how he created this false calling.
So the Wardens think they're dying and have stopped thinking clearly. That won't go well.
We are the only ones who can slay archdemons. Without us, the next Blight will consume the world. Warden Commander Clarel spoke of a blood magic ritual to prevent future Blights before we all perished. When I protested the plan as madness, my own comrades turned on me. Grey Wardens are gathering here, in the western approach. It is an ancient Tevinter ritual tower. Meet me there, and we will find answers.
Let's go.
We should get to the ritual tower in the western approach as soon as possible, Your Worship.
Clarel's the Warden Commander, right? What's she like?
She was a good warden. Once. Among those King Kalen reached out to before the Blight. She always resented missing the chance to help. When the calling came, Clarel stopped listening to the rest of us. Only magic could solve this problem, she said.
Do you think Corypheus is using the calling to control her?
It's hard to say. I have heard the whispers of the calling myself, but it's only noise, no words. Certainly no commands. Either way, the guilt is hers. She's Warden Commander. She should bow to no one's word but Weishaupt's.
What's it like, being a Warden? I can't even imagine.
Been a long time since I was anything else. It becomes your life, searching out Darkspawn, killing them, ensuring no one ever knows how close they are.
Corypheus was in a warden prison, right? So you must know something about him.
I knew little, and that much only because of my relative seniority. Most wardens have never heard of him. When I suggested Corypheus might have something to do with the calling, the warden mages turned on me. I trained some of those wardens myself. If I knew any more of Corypheus, I would share it, your worship.
We'll talk later.
I heard what he said. Hopefully we'll find some answers in the Western Approach, though I fear what those answers will be. I've seen too much blood magic to ever trust where it leads.
Let's go.
Regarding the calling, so many refuse to speak it, but how can we know it? How can we identify it? We do not share it. Of my mind is no evil upon my soul, but the mark of the life we live in the service of a greater good. If all things come from the Maker, then is this too not part of his plan? Could not it be a gift, a final haunting, melody to send us into the afterlife with hearts open? Could this not be his song? It scratches at my thoughts, the music almost upholds, but once unearthly and beautiful, I found myself humming it aloud a few days past. Where once it intruded, it now feels a natural part of my mind's course. It coils around memories I hold dear. Training with Sir Keller, riding in the moonlight, my mother's face the last time I saw her, and insert itself into them, so that I could almost swear that music, that sense of presence watching and calling, had always been a part of what I remember. This is what the senior wardens warned us of, I imagine. I should not find it beautiful. I must remember the corruption and recognize that my mind is slowly losing the wit to differentiate between this world and that which consume and destroy it. I must. I can. I will tell the wardens tomorrow. I have seen their looks. They already know I suspect. I will heed the calling and go to the deep roads to die with the dwarves, fighting as a Grey Warden should. But if I am to die after all I have given, can I not at least allow myself the pleasure of the song's beauty? The final pages of To My Fellow Wardens by Sir Marjorie Berra.
How may I serve?
We'll talk later. Let's go.
Is Hawk going with us?
Let's go.
You're the champion of Kirkwall, right? Let's see how the champion of Kirkwall. The microless for the Inquisition. Pit in the pond. The three-trout pond hides a sinkhole 100 of yards deep. Dark one emerged from this and other caves to attack Crestwood during the Blight. The flood that wiped out 4% drowned the Blight once, and the excess water created the ponds easy to live. If the dam was not damaged, you would have never survived the dam. Was the Maker's hand in this? I cannot believe he would be so purposely cruel to his children. Flawed though we are, from the memoirs which is the one person. Confirm. Why? Where are you, Solus? You should go here. Near the... Did not make it. Cassandra. Black wall is bugged.
attack this one and launch strike. And grab that one. Cold resistance. Frozen. Very good. It's frozen. Just a moment. About that, guys, there was a interruption. Oops, sorry. Alright, oh, where am I? Okay, the raid is dead, and Solas has you shield bash, and you attack. Oh no. Coward. Sorry. Alright. Okay. You are there, and okay, you can now revive him. No, 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 no. You will go and revive him. And then revive him. What the hell? You're dead, Cassandra. I'm so dead. Can you do a... Okay, if you are there, you go here. Everyone go here. This bed. The fish. Hold your freaking position. The heck? Just died. Ice mine. I don't know what happened. Just died. So, anyway.
I've wondered, how did you know to approach us, Solas? The breach opened, we were scrambling and barely had time to think. And there you were.
I went to see the breach for myself.
I did not know you would be there.
You must not have been far away.
I was not. I'd come to hear of the conclave, but did not want to get close.
Lucky for us, then.
Ants versus corpses. In all the strange struggle that have ranged across the game, one of the most peculiar is the Battle of Copper's Cap, a powerful demon bent on gaining power in the mortal world. He raised an army of corpses to assault the home of Relentless. Apostate who was said possessed both fabulous wealth and great knowledge, while demons saw the perfect host and his bejeweled bookworm. Relentless was not without defenders of her own. As the corpses shuffled toward her house, Relentless called to the demon, declaring that though she was just a simple apostate, the demon would see her power and imply infantry. Then calling upon her magic, she summoned spirits into the plants in her vegetable patch, creating countless tiny seedlings. The resulting garden warfare saw corpses armored with puppets and doors as makeshift helmets, and wields battling possessed fruits and vegetables with packed seeds, constructed makeshift fortifications, and even chomped entire corpses home. In the end, the area was around Lentus' home became both garden and graveyard, home to the corpses destroyed as she defended herself and this world from the demon. Had she been defeated and her great brain turned to the demon's purpose, we might well have seen such terrible corpses raging from great elements of our world to the pirate-infested waters of Merin, or even to the unknown mystic lands. Is this my lunch? I thought you were already dining at breakfast today. I was informed that there will be no bacon. No, I shall not take the part of my head to fight as I am man, and source and the little tale from the beds. Plants versus zombies, you say? Hello? Anybody home? It's Jordan.
You chose a bad time to come knocking. Between the corpses and the wyvern, nothing here is safe. What I wouldn't give to get my hands on that animal.
If you're Judith, there's a man in the village concerned about you.
That must be Gould. Fretful as ever. I'm glad he stayed in Crestwood. He's fast as you please with a loom, but terrible with a sword.
There's a wyvern causing trouble.
It used to hunt in the mountains. Didn't bother anyone but the bandits. Lately, the beast got it in his head to come down here. It almost crippled Gould's little boy. Best someone kill it. I hope I get my hands on the liver. It makes a poison that kills rats like nothing.
Do you farm out here?
The name's Judith. I farm and I mend things for the village and people passing through. I did a fair trade with traveling merchants before the undead started attacking. And those bandits. Not to mention that dragon.
What do you know about the dragon?
She moved in a month ago. The guards tried to run her off, but she snapped one's head off and she flew away. Poor Hamold. At least it was quick. Since then, she's eaten 3 horses, 5 goats, and 2 cats.
Until later.
Be safe.
Kill the cave with That's better. Is this difficult? How big is this place? Not so big, I guess. There is much more there. Let's go back to the camp. Sarah, Annie, and Vivian. You're a cold, right? Cold. Sarah, what is your specialty? Flash of Fire, caught you in flame to spur you into infringed action for a short time. Your abilities cost no stamina, and enemies who attack you are knocked backwards. You can't use this ability with another class. Because your armor freezes enemies that strike in melee range. Okay. Should map you in this 1,000 cuts. Now this one, I will mark you with that one. What? With the long shot. How about Vivian? Cassandra. Spell Purge, Fate. You dispel all hostile magic from the area around you. Area of effect. Your party's attacks have a chance to weaken their targets. Spell Purge. Vivian. I need Vivian. Alright. Let's go here, I guess. Let's turn around.
much of this ammo unique shield? Deal shooting time taken over 10 seconds.
Sandra, you were hit by a lightning. It's amazing how you survived.
Over there, Venatori. Be cautious. They look well armed.
Is there a Venatori here? Preston? Longbow requisition. I don't see Venatori. Maybe above. Yes, there is Spellbinder. You grab him. And you do a barrier. You do a long shot. Oh, he's not asleep. You do an ice wall. Can be destroyed. Very nice. You're dead. Very good, and you will. There he is. Grab him. Okay, so he can kill this one first. See, so that's how you like it, huh? I missed. Let's see how you guys like this one. You will not escape. Starday Enchanter. Very good. Very nice. Reinforced Enchanter mail. Sealed orders. Linarium. There is supposedly an elven ruin near some Ferelden hamlet called Crestwood. It may be a dead end, but Calpurnia wants it investigated. Go examine the place for any sign of what you're looking for. Whether you spend a few weeks deciphering some through elven statues, then risk the Master's Wrath. What's in here? Iridium.
Let's look around.
Here. What's this? Battle Sedas, Antivan Sipsit. Careful, there's one Smith. Attic race mean, popular among big highborn who wish to seem dangerous but more at home as anecdotes actually are. What do these Battle of Sedas do? Wyvern level 14. Let's see. 22,000 and 33,000. Okay, put an ice wall here. So that they won't flank us. And you go here. And you go here. And you try to grapple this one. Oops, sorry. Very good, okay. Now I have gotten his attention. Let's take them one by one. Right, very good. You fall back, fall back. No, no, no. You come here. Let him come, let him come. Attack. Oh no. You attack everyone and now they're frozen. You did it. Now the big wyvern is there. Small wyvern is here. Okay, and you do that. You do this, and you do explosive shot, and you do. Oh my god! You destroy the shield. What is this one? Seems frozen. Oh no. Now he's attacking.
You do a B. After you do the pitch grenade, you do the shield wall. You do a blacken. You do a winter grenade. Okay, frozen. Cold vulnerability. Frozen shield. Yes, alright. Very good, very good. And then you do payback strike. Full drop. Give them another B. Very good, very good. Nice wall. Separate us from that beast. You attack. No, 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 you attack.